Okay, so this is just a tutorial, kind of like how to do like stepping sounds when you have a moving animation for your player or whatever. So like this is my little kind of model thing that I have. Is like super basic. I have like a Mixamo animation thing like baked into my model, or I don't even know if bake is the right word. I'm not really good with this stuff, but basically I have a script of my sound with my sound function for my player controller thing node, and basically it's just, it gets called, and then there's like I have this little randomness thing set up to where it matches a random number to whatever sound is playing, so it just has variation in the step sounds, which is pretty easy. Kind of just like that. But that's not what I'm really doing here. Basically, you go into your player, and then you go to the animation player. That is, if you're importing something from Blender or something, it's just going to automatically have it when you import the model in. So you go to the animation player, and then as you can see, it has a ton of different stuff. Well, that's just for me, maybe not for you, but yeah, that's fine. So just go to your whatever thing you're trying to like add the step sound effects for. So for me, I'm just going to do my walk animation, and so if I play through this, you can see just like that. And then what we want to do is add a track, add a call method track, and then connect it to whatever node has the script for the sound effect. So for mine, it's just the character body thing. And so just like that. And then we have the functions here. It says functions right there. And basically what you want to do is insert key. And then, sorry, this is kind of, I'm a little new at this still. I'm also kind of slow. And then basically it's just going to pull up this thing with the script for that node that you're choosing from, and just choose that function that you have set up for your sound. So for me, it's the step sound. And then just like that, now we have this in our thing. And then now we want to go to whenever the model has like a step. So for this one, it just steps twice because it just loops over and over in one thing, because it's like the left foot and the right foot, and then it loops. So we're going to find when it steps the first time, so like right there. And then we're going to move this to here. And then if it is like this, where it's just doing two steps and then it loops, you kind of want it to have the sound like spaced out evenly, because if it's not, it kind of just sounds like, you know, it does like a step sound, and then it's like boom, 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 but okay, it's not, just, it should be even. It sounds better if it's even. And so what I like to do to like make sure that this is even is I pull up the calculator app on Windows, and then I go to however long the animation is. So 1.1, whoops, no, did not mean to do that. Copy that, paste this in here, divided by 2, because it's 2 steps that we're doing. And then there's that, and then we go to the first step that we're at, and okay, I guess this is just at exactly 0.33. So now we're going to add that to our dividing number, and then this is where we should put our second function call for the sound effect. So we're going to copy that, and then I don't really know if there's a good way to duplicate this, because whenever I try and do that, it doesn't actually duplicate it, so I don't really know what that's doing. So I just insert it and then add another function. And then for this, we're going to go in here and then change this time. Oh, I don't think it should be that. To that. Hopefully this should be at right when it steps like that. That's pretty good. Okay, let me put on the headphones. And then, oh shoot. Play that. Probably should have played this sound effect before the thing. Then I'll just go to here. And this just automatically, this scene for me, I just have it automatically do the walk animation, so it's just going to be easy to test it out for this. Like, that's what it automatically starts out with doing. So hopefully you can hear it. Just like that. And then if you don't like when it sounds, you can just kind of move the points around in the animation. But yeah, overall it's pretty easy. This is just something you could ask ChatGPT. This doesn't really have to be a tutorial video, but yeah, it's pretty cool. And yeah, that's basically about it. Let me close this. There's other problems that you might run into with, like, when you're changing quickly from like walking to sprinting. Oh yeah, you should add in those parts to all of your different animations where you want the sound effects to be happening. So like walking forward, walking backward, sprinting forward, kind of stuff like that. And then if you change like pretty fast from one animation to another, like a player like is in the middle of walking and then they hit the sprint key, it can make the sound kind of like you're like having like a stutter step kind of thing. So like you can, it like does the sound like really fast, like two sounds like right next to each other, which is like, you know, that could be fine. That doesn't really matter that much. But if you don't want it to do that, you could just like make a little timer that only plays the sound after like, you know, 0.2 seconds have passed or whatever. So you can just do things like that and edit it to however you want it to be. So yeah, thank you for watching.